I'm wrapping up this letter that I wrote you. Maybe it's the only way to cut through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. When intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. 'Cause you build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it deep down. You don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time. 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 Running from the truth was getting reckless. In your arms I never felt protected. Oh. 'Cause you don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh. No looking back this time. 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 No looking back this time.
Afternoon. Hope you're all well. Hope you can hear me okay. Welcome to another Liverpool news show, latest news show with myself, Kmack. Wanted to talk about a few things today. I just realised the microphone was up there, so you couldn't hear me. Welcome to another Liverpool latest news show with myself, Kmack. I wanted to do another show today. I'll probably just do an hour. Wanted to talk about a couple of the things that have come up. I really wanted to talk about something that's really ground my gears today, which we can talk about. I also wanted to get your opinion on a couple of players that are potentially signing new contracts or potentially leaving the club. Wanted to get your opinion on some of them. I also wanted to find out if there's any other things that you'd like me to cover or do during the international break, because there's no football for a bit, and there's plenty of space that we can have conversations, meaningful conversations, and I can maybe look into tactical analysis, maybe look into more players, maybe, I don't know. It's up to you. You just let me know. As my supporters, subscribers, and members. I really appreciate everyone that's in. If you can hit the likes, that would be fantastic. I'm not going to do a conspiracy show tonight. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I do apologise. I'm doing Don Hussam's show tonight, which was normally scheduled on a Friday, but it's actually today, so I've had to switch them around. And unfortunately, Jamie had to cancel his show yesterday for personal reasons. So that's why that didn't happen. But that will happen sometime in the future, probably next week, or I don't know, but that will happen. My dog wants to get involved. You can hear her barking through the door. I'm not going to let her in. So, where do I start? Do I just get this off my chest because it's really annoyed me? Okay, so in case you didn't know, Arnie Slot has done a tactical breakdown video on TNT Sports. Like, Jesus Christ, talk about getting a person to talk about tactics who has been quite possibly the worst person to implement tactics. Like, who on earth lined that interview up? Who thought that was a good idea? Like, I'm genuinely starting to have real issues with Liverpool as a club now. Like, I'm starting to have real issues with Liverpool as a club. Like, I understand that the club needs media. I understand the club needs shirt sales. I understand that we need to be current. But can we stop rolling out players and management to do interviews and talk about tactics and talk about just Liverpool in general? Like, we are in the mud. Like, we are absolutely in the mud right now. We've got no right or standing to go and beat our chest and go, oh, here's how I make all our strikers score goals, when none of your fucking strikers are scoring goals, mate. Like, you're out of your mind. Like, you're out of your frigging mind going on TNT doing a tactical breakdown on how shite we've been. Like, that's what you want to go and do. Do a tactical breakdown on how shit we are. Like, it's crazy. It is now borderline. It's borderline ridiculous. Like, it just is. Like, Arnie's on TNT talking about how he's going to make Ekatike and Isaac work. Why don't you try and make just Ekatike work? Like, start with that. Start with that. Why don't you try and make Kanate work? Like, never mind this conversation with Owen Hargreaves about, oh, this is how I'm going to make Ekatike and Isaac work. Mate, you can't make anything work. You haven't been able to make anything work in the team this season. Nothing's worked. And you haven't even tried Ekitike and Isaac together yet. So you stood there talking about, oh, they're going to be amazing together. Mate, you mightn't even be in the club to make them amazing. Like, the pure arrogance to go on TNT and talk about how good they're going to be in the future. You might not even be at the club next month. You might not even be at the club next month to boast about how well you're going to make these guys work. You've had all season to make them work, and you've done fucking nothing. All you've done is destroyed our identity. That's all you've done this season. You've destroyed our identity. You've made Liverpool look like a laughingstock. You've lost 7 in the last 10 games. Are you going to make that one work, mate? Are you making that work? Absolute fraud. The arrogance. The absolute arrogance to just go on TV and basically stand there like nothing's happening. Like, you're stood there in front of a house that's on fire saying, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. The place is burning down behind you, mate. The place is burning down behind you. Nothing to see here. I can't deal with this guy no more. I can't deal with him. I genuinely can't deal with him no more. I can't. Stood there in his training kit. Like, I'd love to know when you've actually been at training. I'd love to know when you've been at training, because so far you haven't done anything on the training pitch that's actually done anything for the club right now. Like, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. We score as many as we concede. Are you going to talk about that on TNT? Is that what you're going to talk about? Oh, we've scored 18 goals, but we've conceded 17. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to make Ekitike and Isaac work. Isaac scored 0 goals in the Premier League. Ekitike scored 3. Ekitike scored 3 goals in the Premier League. The same amount as Ryan Gravenberch. So are you going to wax lyrical about how good your attack is, Arnie? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to do a tactical breakdown on how you got your ass handed to you by Brentford? Are you going to do a tactical breakdown on how Manchester City completely destroyed you? You're a fucking joke. You're an absolute joke. I'm really embarrassed to have this guy as a manager now. I'm embarrassed. I'm starting to feel really embarrassed. I'm starting to feel everything I felt with Brendan Rodgers. Everything I felt with Brendan Rodgers. Like, we've literally got a Lovren now at the back in Canate. Canate's now Dejan Lovren. Like, Canate's now the Dejan Lovren of Liverpool. Like, he's totally all over the place in every game. He's a weak link that every team goes at. And, like, we're having conversations now that, oh, Liverpool are really confident that we're going to get a £250,000 new deal contract for Canate signed. Sorry, mate, but the way you played this season, you don't deserve 20p. The way you played this season, I'm surprised Real Madrid still want you. Like, stop talking about Liverpool. I don't want to hear about Liverpool. The only thing I want to hear about Liverpool is that we are working on things. We are trying things. We are working hard. We are doing this. We are doing that. I don't want you stood there doing a tactical analysis breakdown on how you're going to make your forwards work. Because guess what? The opposition are going to watch it and go, well, I know how to make my defence work against them now. Because he's just told us. You went around and told everybody how good you were last season. And they worked you out by January. They worked you out by January, and by February, you were in the mud. And we were losing games, and we were drawing games, and we were having to graft so hard to get points because you told everybody how you work them out. You went on every single channel after a game and blew smoke up your own arsehole. And they all just laughed and went, ha 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 ha, this guy's amazing. Ha ha, this guy's amazing. Well, guess what, mate? When you get sacked, they won't be there for you. They won't be there for you. They'll be pissing on your grave. They'll be pissing on your gravestone for more clicks. They don't care. They're rolling you out for TNT because they know you're 12-1 to be the next manager to be sacked. You look like a mug. You look like a mug right now. Sat there saying how you're going to make Ekatike and Isaac work. You haven't even tried. You haven't even tried. So what you do? Are you telling TNT how you're going to play them together in the next couple of weeks? We don't even know whether you're going to play them together. They probably don't even know if you're going to play them together. I'm bored. I'm bored of it. I'm tired of it. Tired of losing games. I'm tired of conceding goals. I'm tired of just looking shit. Like, aesthetically, we look like shite. Aesthetically, we look crap since Jurgen left. I'm not going to lie. Like, Liverpool football on the pitch has looked really bad for a long, long time. Like, it hasn't looked like... There's been no nice football. It hasn't been pretty on the eye. It hasn't been squashbuckling. It hasn't been chaos football. It hasn't been fun. It hasn't looked nice. And I know we won a league, but we didn't win a league with amazing flair football. We didn't win a league by completely dominating teams and smashing loads of goals past them. No, we didn't. We won football by nicking the odd goal here and there and Mo Salah. Like, are we? I mean, do we really need to break down that? Do we really need to replay all the games that we looked amazing? Because we haven't. We haven't. We barely score any brilliant goals. We barely score any brilliant goals. We don't. Like Dominic Szoboszlai's free kick. Wow, that was incredible. It was a brilliant free kick, but it's a set piece. Who else has scored a good goal? Gravenberch hit a good goal. That was a good goal. That was set up by Mo Salah. Seems to be a recurring thing, doesn't it? Who else scored a good goal? Chiesa scored a good goal. But that was in the box. Ryoga Gamoa's goal was really good. That was a good goal. How many more good goals have we seen this season? Like, seriously? Can you name that many? Can you name that many good goals? Can you name a game where we were dominant, start to finish? No. We weren't dominant against Bournemouth. And Semenyo missed about 3 sitters before we scored our first 2 goals. Arsenal, we weren't dominant. Chelsea, no. Palace, no. Manchester United, no. Everton, no. Aston Villa, no. Who else do we have beat by? Oh, Brentford, no. Man City, no. Newcastle, no. Burnley, no. Atletico Madrid, maybe, but we still conceded 2 goals. So, in all honesty, no. Frankfurt, 2 set pieces. Possibly dominant in that game. Southampton, no. Crystal Palace again, no. Crystal Palace again, no. I mean, do I need to carry on? Like, okay, what about last season? Towards the end of last season, Fulham, no. Brighton, no. Palace again, no. Chelsea, no. Manchester United, no. Fulham, no. Everton, no. Manchester City, yeah, like we were good. We were really good at the Etihad. Newcastle, no. Newcastle at home, yes. Thinking of the other games. Tottenham away, no. Tottenham at home, yes. Tottenham in the cup, yes. At home, yes. West Ham, yes. Not many. PSG away, no. PSG at home, no. Like PSV, no. Like, who else did we play? We played Lille. Lille, no. No, we weren't dominant against Lille. Like, that was 2-1. Like, look, guys, I'm just telling you the games. This is how we played in 2025. Like, 2024, roll back 2024. How many games did we win by 1 goal? How many games did we win by 1 goal? A lot. My question is, the more players Arnie implements into this team, the worse we are. That's just a fact. So we've got Allison coming back. We've got Frimpong coming back. Andy Robertson can't get played forever. So Kirkes is eventually going to have to come into the team. Alexander Isak is back because he's playing for Sweden. So he's back. So he's got to get played. This is all coming to another car crash. Like, this is all coming to another complete mess where Wirtz is going to drop out the team for a bit. Probably he's probably going to have to play Cody for a bit. So Cody will get played. Then Isak will get played. Kirkes will come in. Like, he's going to have to play Frimpong at some stage. Frimpong's going to come in. Like, and I don't trust the manager to make the players that he signed work. And for him to go on TNT today after the Man City absolute disaster and stand there, and the audacity to stand there with Owen Hargreaves and say how good he is and how good Liverpool are and how he's going to get Ekitike and Isak to work is pure and utter arrogance to the highest level. I can't say anything else. And the fact that Hugo Ekitike was on Sky Sports talking about our forward line, how our forwards work. Our forwards aren't working. So shut your gob. Like, I'm starting to really get concerned about the media with Liverpool now. Like, are we actually understanding that this is actually impacting the club? This isn't helping. Like, putting Arnie Slot on telly all the time is not helping, because the guy's head's going to get so big that he's going to think that everything's fine because, oh, well, I'm on TNT, so everything's fine, even though just had my arse handed to me against Man City. But that's okay. And then Hugo Ekitike, who hasn't scored a goal in 9 games. 1 goal in 9 games, Hugo Ekitike, by the way. But he's fine to go on Sky Sports and talk about how good he is. No, Hugo, you've been dog shit. No, Hugo, you've been shit for a while. No, you've been shit for a while, Hugo. Like, you scored a goal against Frankfurt and then you decided to stop playing. You decided to stop playing for the club because you've been completely isolated up front on your own and done nothing in many games now. So what gives you the right to go on Sky Sports and start talking about our forward line when our forward line consists of this in the Premier League this season? Mo Salah, 4 goals. Hugo Ekitike, Cody Hapko, Gravenberch, 3 goals each. And Federico Chiesa, 2 goals. That is it. That's it. Actually, let's take Gravenberch out because he's a midfielder. I mean, he's supposed to be a defensive midfielder, but he's obviously not this season because why do we need a defensive midfielder? What do we need a defensive midfielder for at Liverpool anymore? Like, that's not what won us the league last season. Nah, we didn't win the league last season because we had a defensive midfielder that won Player of the Season. No, we didn't do that. We don't need one now. We don't need one now. That's why Gravenberch has got 3 goals. That's why Gravenberch has got 3 goals. So actually, our goal scorers... Sorry, I missed that one out. If you add all our goal scorers up, they've scored less goals than Erling Haaland. But you're not talking about that, are you, Slot? You're not talking about how you add all the goals up from your goal scorers up front. They've scored less than Haaland. I mean, you're not talking about the fact that probably our most prolific player this season in time on the pitch and goals is Federico Chiesa, who you don't even play. Not talking about that. Okay, so there's 50 of you in here. Let me do some sharing. I've got some stuff to talk about. I mean, I've had lots of stuff to talk about, but there he is. Here's one thing we can talk about. 84 minutes. That is how much time Frimpong has had on the pitch. 84 minutes. Yeah. 84 minutes he's had on the pitch, Frimpong. And only Rio 3 has attempted more dribbles. So Frimpong's attempted 2.1 dribbles in the league. Connor Bradley's done 0. Connor Bradley's done 0. So Frimpong's been injured because we injured him. And he's played 84 minutes. And everybody's calling for him. Everybody's calling for him that he's a flop. He's been a terrible player. The guy's played 84 minutes. Like, are you kidding me? The guy's played 84 minutes. Like, give him a break. Also, Chelsea have now got Dave Fallows as their sporting director. Just thought I'd put that one out there. Also, rumours that Mo Salah's had £150 million, €150 million bid offered from the Saudi Pro League to play there next summer. Just thought I'd put that one up there because it's quite interesting. Arne Slot conceded 41 goals in 2024-2025 season in the Premier League. We've conceded 17 already this season, and we've only played 11 goals. So we're currently on track to concede 60 goals this season. We've already conceded 69 goals in all competitions just in 2025. Okay? Just want to put that out there. And Arne Slot lost 1 game in 2024 alone for Liverpool and Feyenoord. 1 game. In 2025 for Liverpool alone, all competitions, he has lost 17. 17. I'm including friendlies, I'm including cup competitions. Every single game. 17 games he's lost. He lost one in 2024 for Feyenoord and Liverpool. And we are still not blaming the manager. We're still not blaming the manager. No, everything's fine. No, everything's fine. I'm going to go and do TNT interviews and Sky Sports, like with Rio and Owen and Jamie Carragher or whatever. Like, I'm going to go and do these interviews. Like, everything's fine, lads. Like, it's only 17 games. Like, that's not going to affect us at all. Like, that's not the type of form that's going to get me sacked. Don't worry about it, lads. Like, it's all right. It's all right. I only lost one game in 2024 for Feyenoord and Liverpool. This is just a blip. Like 17 games already, and we've still got a month left. It's just a blip. Like, it'll go away. Like, I'll fix it. I'm going to fix it by scoring more goals because I'm going to tell TNT and the whole world how I'm going to put Isaac and Ekitike together and play them. And I'm going to tactically break it down in front of everybody. So when they play against the team and their defence, they won't know how to play against them. Because they didn't watch my show and I didn't tell them how to play against them. Did I just say that? Yeah, I did just say that. Like, it's called the takedown or the breakdown. It feels like the mental breakdown. That's what it feels like. And I watched another show that was on Sky called The Breakdown or The Lowdown or something. And it had Josh Williams and it had some other guy. And they basically talked about the tactics for Liverpool. And Josh Williams basically calls Arnie Slot Galaxy Brain. That's what he calls him. He calls him Galaxy Brain. And they both just stood there and couldn't understand why our tactics are so bad. Like, they couldn't understand this midfield setup. They couldn't understand the players we'd signed. They couldn't understand why we want to play differently. They couldn't understand all of these things. Nobody can understand what we are doing. So, what makes you think that going on TNT or Sky Sports and showing everybody how you want to play is going to help us achieve anything this season? Can you give me the lowdown on that? Can you give me the breakdown, the takedown? Whatever the fucking down. Can you give me that? Can you tell me what that means? How does that help us? How does that help us? You might as well put a live feed on every channel of the training pitch. You might as well do that. You might as well just stick a fucking camera in the changing room at half time, or stick a camera in your own office and just broadcast everything that you want to do. Because you don't shut your fucking mouth and you've got nothing good to say. All that should be coming out of your mouth is apologies to the fans for how much shit you've been serving us on a daily basis from your mouth and from the team and on the pitch. That's all. That's all I want. I just want you to apologise now and walk away. Get someone in who knows what they're doing. For me, it's all theatre now. Like, it's all theatre. Like, what is it? Like, what is it? You're trying to convince the world that you know what you're doing. Like, is that what it is? Like, what are you? Are you a manager, a coach, or a spokesman, or a presenter? Well, what the fuck are you? Like, what are you? You're fraud. So you are. You're fraud. You conned us. You conned Liverpool into paying you $6 million a year. That's what you did. That's what you did. I'm going to read it now. Hang on. Let me find it. Okay, let me find it. Has he pinned it? Yes, he has. Of course, offside. It's not. It's not very. Okay, I'm going to read it out. Okay. Liverpool have given Ibrahima Konate a final ultimatum: sign their latest and final contract offer, or leave in the January transfer window. I can exclusively reveal for court offside that Liverpool are not prepared to allow this saga to drag on for much longer, and are ready to cash in on Konate and replace him with Mark Guehi in January. I posted on X earlier today. Liverpool have made another contract offer to Konate as they try their best to keep hold of the French international, who is set to be out of contract at the end of the season. The Reds will not make Konate another offer, and if he turns this one down, and the club feeling this latest proposal would make the player one of their highest earners. It's 220,000. I know that 220,000. The contract offer. There is not, at the time of writing, understood to have been a response of any kind from Konate in his camp. 26-year-old may well feel like he simply wants a new challenge. Or perhaps you'll find Konate's been dragging this in order to get the best possible deal. Could Mark Guehi replace Konate? Yeah, I think Mark Guehi replaces Konate. Like I do. I don't think Konate stays. I think we get rid of him. I'm completely honest. Like being completely honest, like this can't go on anymore. Like it just can't go on anymore. And look, I'm sorry, but right now we can't play Konate in away games. We can't play Konate in away games right now. Like that's it, really. Like, does anyone really care about Konate right now? No, nobody cares about Konate. Like, what I'm finding amazing, how is he still getting picked for France? Like, how are you still picking this guy? Like, he's been utter dog shit all season. Like, absolutely dreadful all season. Like, he's really been bad all season. And he's still getting picked for France. Like what's that say about what that say about the French team? What does that say about if you're a French centre back, like Maxime Lacroix? What does that say about you? Like, you're not getting picked ahead of Konate when you have been 10 times better than Konate this season, easily. Like, you've been a better centre back this season, but because you play for Crystal Palace and Konate plays for Liverpool, he's getting picked over you. Really? Because he's been shite, utter shite, all season, utter shite. Like, you've literally got players from other teams coming out and saying, Oh yeah, we were told the tactics were to go up against Canate because Liverpool will make a mistake. That's literally it. Like, just go down the right, go with Canate, you'll get something. Like, thanks for that. Thanks for that. Oh, did you talk about that in the breakdown, Arnie? Did you talk about that in the breakdown to TNT? Did you talk about how you're going to fix that issue? No, you didn't, because you went and told everybody how you're going to play Isaac and Ekatike together. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that. That means Ekatike and Isaac are going to be dog shit now. They're going to be dog shit. They're going to be terrible together, and they're not going to work because you told everyone how they're going to play. So what are they going to do? Oh, they're now going to look at how to set up against Liverpool, knowing that Ekatike and Isaac are going to be up front for Liverpool. You might as well have given them the fucking team news. You might as well just announce your squad early so everybody can go, oh, so he's going to play those two players there. Okay, yeah, we'll just work it out. You're a fucking fraud. You're a fucking joke. You're Brendan Rodgers. You're Brendan Rodgers right now. Like, that is not a name that you want to fucking carry with you. But you're Brendan Rodgers from 2015 all over. Brendan Rodgers from 2015 all over. And look, I get it, we won the league. But Brendan Rodgers was a Gerrard slip away from winning the league as well. Like, he still got sacked the next season. He still finished 8th. Still finished 8th the next season. Like, almost dragged us to a title. If it wasn't for a Brendan Rodgers, if it wasn't for a Gerrard slip, we'd have won the league with Brendan Rodgers, and he'd have been sacked the next year when he finished 8th. The correlation is so clear. Like, Luis Suarez was scoring more goals than teams, than clubs. Like, Luis Suarez had a season of his life at Liverpool. Mo Salah had the season of his life at Liverpool and single-handedly dragged us to a title, just like Luis Suarez almost did. Gerrard slipped. We lost to Chelsea. He had to go all in to get the result at Palace. Otherwise, all we needed at Palace was a draw. We only needed a draw at Palace to win the league. Brendan Rodgers, it's the same. It is the same. I mean, to be fair, Brendan Rodgers got more points. To be fair, Brendan Rodgers got more points. So we'd have won the league with more points than Arnie. But guys, we won the league with the lowest points than anybody's had since Leicester. Like, I'm sorry, but that is just the fact. That is just the truth right now. Like, 2015, 2015-16 season, Leicester won the league with the same points as us. That's the lowest league points for a title since Liverpool, Arne Slot, Leicester, Ranieri. We did a Leicester last season. Like, right now, he's a Brendan Rodgers. He's a Brendan Rodgers right now. Like, he won the league with the lowest points. He did a Brendan Rodgers last season where player dragged us to the league, Mo Salah. Now, we're in the same position that Brendan Rodgers finished the season later, which was 8th. Like, do you think we're going to get any better? Do you think we might get worse? I'm just saying. Like, everything right now is just pointing at ego. Look, do you remember how bad? Do you remember how bad our defence was with Brendan Rodgers? I'm just going to say it. Sacco, Do you remember how bad Sacco was with Brendan Rodgers? Played in the same position on the same side, just as Canate does. Do you remember how bad we were conceding set pieces with Brendan Rodgers? Do you remember how much we relied on one player with Brendan Rodgers? Luis Suarez, Mo Salah. Do you remember how arrogant Brendan Rodgers was? How stubborn Brendan Rodgers was? How inept Brendan Rodgers was? And how he played players consistently out of position? Square pegs, round holes. Brendan Rodgers. I don't see anything different. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't see anything different. Like, Rodgers did well with somebody else's team. Rodgers got loads of investment and it turned to shit and we finished 8th and he got sacked. What's the difference? I'm not seeing any difference. I'm genuinely not seeing any difference. I'm seeing new manager come in, big bounce, one player, dragged us to a title, finished with a low score, a low points total, one of the lowest since Ranieri did the title with Leicester. Players dragged him to the title. A couple of players played out their skin. Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Gravenberch, Diaz. A lot of teams dropped off. That didn't happen for Brendan, unfortunately. It didn't happen for Brendan, unfortunately. There was still Manchester City. They were still there. Manchester City didn't have a meltdown. Arsenal didn't have a meltdown. They did last season. We're in the same situation. We're in the same situation. The next season, the guy doesn't cut it. The guy got his own players, can't work with them. The guy that he relied on so much in Luis Suarez didn't do as well. Well, he got banned. He got banned for biting someone, actually, but there you go. But wasn't there. Mo Salah not being able to get him in the game, not being able to perform as much. Defence looks an absolute mess. Playing players all over the pitch. Square pegs, round holes. Weird press conferences, coming out with weird stuff. Being the media darling when you've got nothing to be there for. Remember Brendan Rodgers? We had a bloody TV show that was called Liverpool. Do you remember this? The guy was on telly every single day. The cameras were following him around. He'd be in the changing room doing the bloody envelope shite. You'd go to his house and he had a self-portrait of himself in his hallway. I wouldn't be surprised if Arnie Slot has. Like, there's no difference. Everything correlates with Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool. And we know where that went. Do we need to wait another 6 months to find out? Do we need to wait till the end of the season to go, oh, you know what? We got it wrong. We got it wrong. This isn't the guy. But he won us the league. Well done. Right now, I think Liverpool probably could have won the league without a manager last season. Like, I'm genuinely sat there going, I reckon we probably could have just gone on the pitch and won the league without a manager last season. All we needed was a fitness coach to stop us from getting injuries. Yeah, there was a Liverpool FC TV show and Brendan Rodgers was on it. Everything is Rodgers. Everything about him. The ego, the stubbornness, doing completely dumb shit over and over again. Like, Brendan Rodgers could have won the league. We lost by 2 points. We lost by 2 points with Brendan Rodgers. because of the Steven Gerrard slip. Like, you must know about it because you hear about it on the football pitch every single chance. How many times do the other opposition sing Steven Gerrard, he slipped on his fucking arse? Every single team sings it. That was the Brendan Rodgers league. Like, he had it in the bag, but Gerrard slipped. Gerrard only slipped because Jordan Henderson got sent off in the Man City game. Because Martin Skrtel is shit. But we all knew he was anyway. And Jordan Henderson got sent off because he was calling to be brought off the pitch because he was knackered, and Brendan Rodgers didn't bring him off. And then he got sent off because he went for a tackle. And then he was out the team. Steven Gerrard had to get played as defensive midfielder. And he slipped. And that's it. The rest is history. Like, we tried to beat Palace. We got beat by Palace because he played like 7 players up front. But Jose Mourinho came to Anfield for a draw. Like, and we'd have shook hands on a draw in the first minute. Like, Jose Mourinho was coming to Anfield for a draw. And he ended up winning. And Brendan Rodgers lost the league by 2 points to Man City. But he would have won a league and then he would have got sacked the season later. Because he got backed. Bought a load of Southampton players. And then fell to shit. Like, the best player who scored all the goals the season before, Luis Suarez, was banned. So we couldn't score the goals. And you also had issues with Daniel Sturridge. Because Daniel Sturridge was frigging injured all the time. And you also had problems with Raheem Sterling. Because, like, you relied on him the season before so much and then didn't give him a new contract. So you had to sell him to Manchester City for 50 million. You lost him as well. But you just lost the dressing room anyway because you were a fucking arsehole. You were an idiot. Like, you looked an absolute idiot on that TV show. I remember watching it. I was just embarrassed. But now I'm embarrassed with you, Arnie. Like, every single press conference, every single media show you go on, I'm embarrassed. Like, he's going to be on Men in Blazers next, I bet you. I bet he's on Men in Blazers when they've literally been taking the piss out of Liverpool all year. Men in Blazers has been taking the piss out of Liverpool all year. And they'll probably get him on and they'll be like, Arnie Slot, give me your fucking ring. The only person who's actually said anything to him of genuine quality is Jamie Carragher. The only person who's actually said to him, Arnie, you've got problems, mate. Like, when are you? Why aren't you addressing these issues? He said it at the start of the season, and Arnie just blew him off, just laughed him off. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. This is just the Liverpool way. Well, I'll fucking tell you where the way is, mate. And it's back to fucking Holland. That's going to be the way. Because you ain't bringing Dutch football, Feyenoord football, or Bundesliga football to the Premier League, mate. Because there's only one way that ends up, and it's mid-table. I ain't seeing all my favourite players come to Liverpool and end up looking like a shower of shite because they're coached by an imbecile. That's what I ain't seeing. And I'm fed up of watching them all go away on international duty, suited and booted, all dressed to the nines, like you're celebrities. Like, I want Liverpool to stop posting photographs of all our players in their fancy cars and suits when they've been serving us shit all season. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. Don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you. I want results. I want you to work harder. I want you to stop walking around the pitch. But guess what's going to happen? They're all going to go and play for their international teams and probably score bags of goals. And then you'll have all the media content creators posting all these numbers up. Oh, we've got like 5, 10 goals and like 8 assists from all of our players over the last two games for their countries. And then they come back to Liverpool and get absolutely their asses handed to them by Forest at home. And you're like, oh, it's the players. It's definitely the players. It's a player problem. Yeah, it's a player problem. Yeah. That's why Julian Nagelsmann is basically saying to Florian Wirtz, mate, forget about Liverpool when you're at Germany. You can relax. You can just be yourself. I'm going to play you where you play naturally. I'm going to let you play your natural game because guess what? I'm a good manager. I know what I'm doing. Oh, guess who's playing tonight though? Oh, Rio and Trey will be on the pitch tonight. They'll probably tear it up. And then guess what's going to happen when they come back to Liverpool? Oh yeah, you'll be on the bench, or you'll be getting dropped into the reserves. Yeah, that's good. That works well, doesn't it? See how that's doing for our youth. Why don't you just send them out on loan? Why don't you just send Rio out on loan? Why don't you just send Trey out on loan? Like, what is the point? Like, what was the point in keeping these players when you were going to give up the Carabao Cup anyway? Like, when you didn't give a shit about the Carabao Cup anyway. So what was the point? What was the point? You fielded a team to lose against Crystal Palace at home. So what was the point? What's the point in having these players in the first place? Like, go and send Rio and Trey out on loan. Go and give them some game time. Like, what was the point? What was the point in not buying another left winger to replace Diaz? Oh, no, I don't need another left winger because I've got Rio. Well, you haven't played him. So what was the point in saying that when you were always going to play Cody? And now you're playing Wirtz. You're only playing Wirtz because you're scared. You're only playing Wirtz because you're worried that you're going to lose your job. And guess what? Wirtz needs to work because Wirtz is the only thing that's going to get us to work. Right now, the clear, obvious player that you play is Chiesa. That's who you play up front. Right now, you play Chiesa up front. That's what you do. You play Chiesa in the number 9. Like, he's the only guy that gives a shit. Like, he's literally the only guy that gives a shit. And right now, your midfield's an absolute mess. So, are you going to carry on playing Mo Salah? Right now, you might as well put Dominic Szoboszlai as your right winger. I'm serious. You might as well put Dominic Szoboszlai as your right winger. And then you might as well just play a 3 in midfield of Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch, and Endo. And I'm not joking you. I would probably start playing Endo as your defensive midfielder because you haven't got one anymore. You haven't got one anymore. So you might as well play Endo as your defensive midfielder. And you know, Canate, you can sit on the bench, mate. You can get some splinters. I don't care. I'm playing Joe Gomez. I'm playing Joe Gomez from now on. I'm playing Joe Gomez until he breaks. Play him till he breaks. And play Bradley next to him. Play Joe Gomez and play Bradley. Virgil van Dijk's been okay this season for me. He has. I'd play Virgil van Dijk and I'd play Kerkez. And I just don't want to see Andy Robertson in that left back spot again. I just don't want to see him there. I'm done with him. You can sit on the bench, mate. You can cheerlead from the bench. You can cheerlead. You can come on when Kirkes has got a yellow card because he's trying his hardest to do something in the game and he gets a yellow card. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with Liverpool players getting yellow cards when they work their ass off and they're getting booked because guess what? They don't want that guy to run behind them. So they'll foul them. I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And your left wing, I just don't care anymore. I just don't care who goes on the left wing. I don't care if it's Cody. I don't care if it's Wirtz. Like it matters if Wirtz plays anymore anyway because no one passes to him and no one scores off his passes. So what's the point? What's the point? I literally played a compilation video where he had 11 opportunities where he stood in front of the goal waiting for a pass to shoot at the goalkeeper and he never got one. 11 opportunities in 10 games. We've only played 11 games in the Premier League this season. Played 11 games in the Premier League. We played 4 games in the Champions League, and we played 2 games in the Carabao Cup, but he didn't play any of them. Stood there wide open for a chance. No one passed to him. So what's the point in playing him? What's the point in playing him? You might as well just leave him on the bench. Might as well leave Wirtz on the bench. Leave Frimpong on the bench. Might as well leave Ekitike there. Might as well leave Isaac there. Because you can't get them to work. You can't get them to work. So you might as well just play your son. Play your prodigal son, Cody, out there. Play him on the left-hand side. And then put Chiesa up front. Guess what Chiesa does? Chiesa gives a shit. Chiesa runs. Chiesa runs around. Looks like he tries. Let's have some players on the pitch that actually might start trying because, I don't know, they're playing for their positions. I don't know. Put Chiesa up front. He might run around. Szoboszlai cares. Bradley's all right. Gomez. Yeah, put Gomez in there because guess what Gomez can do? Well, Gomez can pass the ball for a start. Gomez can break lines. Put Endo in there. Yeah, Endo runs his heart out. Endo gets yellow cards, fouls. He's a defensive midfielder. It's fine. Gravenberch has been okay. And Curtis Jones has been probably our second best midfielder all season. He doesn't get a chance, though. He doesn't get a chance. And, I mean, if you're going to bring Elliott back because he can't get any game time, then maybe put Elliott on the right wing. Is he going to do anything more than Mo Salah? Probably. I think there's like 20 people in the chat right now that could probably do more than Mo Salah. Like Danny Murphy summed it up perfectly. Like, it's a coaching issue when Mo Salah has been told not to defend. That's a coaching issue. That's not a Mo Salah issue. That's a coaching issue when you've been told you do not have to defend in games. I don't want you defending in games. That's a coaching issue because he's been told not to defend. It's a coaching issue when your defensive midfielder has been told to get forward and score goals because he's told us that. It's a coaching issue. It's a coaching issue when the team has already told you a million times. We want to keep the possession of the ball. We want to be in control. We want to hold on to the ball as much as we can. We're not playing direct football anymore. It's a coaching issue. It's a coaching issue when your left winger doesn't pass to your left back that does the overlap. It's a coaching issue when he doesn't do it. He never does it. He doesn't look for it. He doesn't do it. It's a coaching issue. It's a coaching issue when your two pivot players don't play in the pivot. They don't play pivot anymore. Like, can we stop saying that we have a pivot when we don't have a pivot? We have two number 8s that are constantly forward. They're not pivots. Pivots stay in front of the back 4 and shield. They're not pivots. Let's stop talking about 4-2-3-1 when we don't play with 4-2-3-1. We don't play with 4-2-3-1. We don't. And we don't play with a number 10. So let's stop talking about a number 10. We don't have one. We don't play with one. And a number 9, seriously? Are we really going to start talking about that we have a number 9? Because I can show you about 50 heat maps where we don't play with a number 9. Nope. No number 9. So this was my show today, which is another rant because I just seem to be ranting a lot lately. I do apologise. I do apologise. But I was hoping that wouldn't happen. I was hoping that during the international break, I don't know, I just thought maybe our manager, who's under a lot of pressure and is down as 12-1 to be the next manager sacked, would stay away from the media. But no, you can't help it. You can't help yourself. You have to tell TNT and all the world that after the international break, you're going to start playing Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike together. And you briefed everyone on how you're going to do it. So is there any point in doing it? Is there any point in doing it now? Because you've told everyone how to do it. It's basically like going on the training pitch and creating a set piece for a corner and telling everyone on TNT about that set piece. And then when you do it, everybody knows that you're going to do it. I'm done. I'm done with this guy. I'm actually boycotting wearing Liverpool merchandise now. Do you know that? Like, I don't wear Liverpool merchandise. This is a Barcelona top. Look. This is a Barcelona top I'm wearing. Like, the top I wore yesterday was Juventus. Like, I'm wearing other club merch now. Like, I love wearing football tops and football hoodies and jackets and shirts. I love all of that. But I'm actually boycotting wearing Liverpool content now. Like, I'm so disgusted with how things have been that I'm not interested in it. I don't want to wear it. Like, I don't want anything Liverpool on me. Like, I'll still do my channel, but my channel is my way to channel out. But no, I'm just done with it. I mean, this was like 10 quid online, and it's really cool. Like, it's a really cool top. It's got loads of zips and everything on it. It was like £10 online, which is why I bought it. And the Juventus one was only like 10 quid as well. So it was a bargain. So I've gone on loan to Barcelona until the season. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the show. I did a tactical breakdown on where Arnie got everything wrong, really. My last 2 shows. If you want to go check it out, it's an hour and a half long. Go and check it out. It's called Slot's Last Game. Go and check it out. Like, if you're not doing anything right now, pop over to the channel and check it out, and just watch the last 30 minutes of it, watch the last 40 minutes of it, if anything. And tell me in the comments whether you think I'm right or wrong, because it's up to you. But I really appreciate the support on the channel. Like I said, apologies. The conspiracy show will be tomorrow. So if you do want to become a member, the link is here. Go and join. It's 99p. It's a lot of fun. Get involved. It'll take your mind off the football for a bit. And we'll spend 2 hours talking about how bad the world is, how evil it is, the fact that there's aliens, the fact that the moon's made of cheese. Like, I don't know. There's so much mad stuff that we're going to talk about on this. And it's all down to the members as well. So if you're a member, get involved. Start firing over what you want me to talk about. But I've got loads to talk about. But yeah, we'll get stuck into that tomorrow for 2 hours. My rants are fire. Well, I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you like them. If you like them, support the channel, mate, and become a member. I'm just going to do a quick shout out to all the members that are in the chat now. Bear with me. Big up Gary. Big up Roach. Big up Vic. Big up James. Who else have we got? That's all that's in the chat right now that are members, but I really appreciate everyone that is, and I'm just going to pin the membership link if you want to get involved. And remember, I'm doing a show later with Dom and Sam. That's going to be fun. That's the Liverpool show. That's at 10 o'clock. Right now, there's probably a few people that are going to be live, so I'm just going to see who's live, and I will transfer you over to them. Have I only got 7 likes? Oh no, I've got 41. Sorry. If I can get like another, and if we can get over 50 likes, that'll be good. Can you hit the likes before we go as well? Because I'm just under 50, so that would be good. Actually, Big Sixpence is live now. So this is a call-in as well. So I'm going to send you over there, and I'm probably going to jump on there as well, by the way. I might jump on there now. So hit KMack Raid. So sent you over to Big Sixpence. He's doing a slot out call-in, so you might want to get involved in that. I will see you all later. Digital IDs, I will cover that, and the credit score stuff, I'll cover that tomorrow, James. All right. Yeah, hit a couple more likes, please. Get us over 50. And remember, Donny Sam tonight and conspiracies tomorrow. The link is in the chat to become a member. It's members only tomorrow. I'm sorry. All right. You all have a good one. See you later. I'll see you over at Bants now.